y'all, this is Nadia with Everything Stitching, and in this video I am going to walk you guys through how to make a really cute bookmark. It's super fast and easy. It's got two little stars at the top. You can use all different color threads and it's really fun. This one was a 100% cotton, so it was a little bit trickier to work with. I don't like it as much as acrylic because acrylic moves and bends easier. This is kind of hard on the wrist, so if you have carpal tunnel, I would stick with acrylic. And let's see, these are great gifts for teachers, for your kids, for back to school when they're reading, and taken to the library. All right, well, I will see you guys when we get started. Let's get stitching. All right, so to get started on our bookmark, we are going to be using the Peaches and Cream stripy yarn. I actually got this from Walmart. It looks super cute, so I was like, oh my gosh, this would be really fun to make a bookmark out of. It's medium weight, number 4. And then I'm going to use a 4mm crochet hook, and then of course the other normal stuff that we use, right? Scissors and tapestry needle. And it for this one, and then we'll also want a measuring tape just to see how long we're going to make this bookmark. But to get started, I am going to start with this blue one, and then the stars I'm going to make out of this purple. So let's go ahead and get started with this. I've actually never worked with the Peaches and Cream, so this will be kind of fun. Actually really cool. I love how, oh, interesting. There's like a lot of color in between before it switches to the next color. Very interesting. I think what I might actually do is clip some of it off. That way we can kind of get to the more interesting color faster. All right, so let's see. What we're gonna do is start our slip knot, and then we're going to chain 33. And then after we chain 33, then we're going to actually work on our first row. So I'm going to go ahead and pause here, do something about cashews, and continue with my chaining of 33. Once I get to 33, I'll let you guys know what to do next. Okay, so now that we have 33, we chain 33. Now the second chain from your hook, you're going to single crochet. And we're going to keep doing that all the way back and the other way. So we will end up with 32 single crochets once we get completely back to the other side. It's a pretty easy and quick pattern, and I think it's really fun because it has the stars, which make it really cute and not just like basic, but it kind of pops your bookmark, and it makes it really fun for the kids to use it at school or when they're reading their books at home for homework, or even you if you're a book reader. And they make fantastic gifts. It is so cool to like give a book, like if you know like, oh, this person's been wanting this book, you get it for them, and then you crochet them a bookmark and include it with it. It's like such a personalized, beautiful gift. If you hear crackling in the background, that's just cashew climbing through my bags of yarn. Yeah, as soon as I hit record, it's like chaos time for him. Anyways, we're just single crocheting in each stitch until we get back. Then once we get back to the other end, I will show you what to do from there. But I'm going to go handle Cashew since he's crunching a whole bunch. And I'm going to finish this row. Meet you back here. Okay, so I have done 32 single crochets and ended up back where we started from. Now what we're going to do is we're going to chain 1, turn our work, and then single crochet into each stitch back the other way. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this same exact pattern of single crochet, chain 1, turn your work, single crochet, all the way back and forth. And you're going to actually do that for a total of 6 rows of back and forth, back and forth. And then once we complete that 6th row, then that's when we're going to fasten off, weave in our ends, and then work on our stars, which we will be sewing at the top of our bookmark. And then of course we're going to make some tassels too to make it super cute as well. Oh my gosh, but speaking of tassels, so yeah, he was crunching in the bags below. I think he was trying to play with the yarn. Comment below if you have a cat, a dog, a bunny, I mean any kind of pet really that is just like all up in your business pretty much all the time. But of course we don't want it any other way, right? Oh my gosh. It's like, I notice though, whenever I record or when I'm doing Zoom meetings for work, oh my gosh, then he's like even more so in my business, right? More than usual. I think it's just because I'm talking and he probably thinks I'm talking to him, which I do a lot. Oh my gosh, he's gonna knock it over again. Anyways, yeah, please comment below. Let me know what you have, what some crazy stories are, what your animals have done. Oh man, I have a list of them. Oh, speaking of, so we also have a dog. She's a husky mix. And my daughter was making bread rolls today, and she had the dough up on the counter to rise, right, before rolling it into bread rolls. Well, the husky got a hold of it, started eating the dough. Oh man, it was one of those kind of mornings. Then we had to get the dough away from her, clean up the mess, make sure we keep the non-contaminated dough, and then dispose of the contaminated dough. Thankfully, she didn't get ahead of it too much, so we were able to save most of my efforts, or not my efforts, my daughter's efforts actually, from making dough. But yeah, that's what having pets does, right? Okay, so once we get to the end, we're going to go ahead and chain 1, turn our work, and then do the exact same thing going the opposite way. Like I said, go ahead and do this for 6 rows, and then we will meet back here and make some stars and tassels. Okay, so now that we've finished the bookmark, this is kind of the coloring that it ended up with. I wish I got more of this dark blue. I thought about doing another row and just making it a bit whiter, but I don't know. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna stop it now, because this is like a good size to put inside of your book for the bookmarker, and then if it's too wide, sometimes I feel like it's just too much. So you know what? This is the yarn I chose. I wanted it to have different colors, and I wasn't aware that it was that long of a span in between colors. Now I know. So no harm, no foul. Let's work on the stars. So like I said, I'm going to do the stars in this purple and white and cream. So to do this, we're going to actually make a magic ring and go from there. So I don't know if you've ever made a magic ring before, but let me walk you through it. So you're going to get your 2 fingers, hold it between your pointer finger and your thumb. Come on, focus. Then make an X, and then hold it with this finger. Get your hook, Go under, over, pull it through, twist it to be like, oh, looking at you. Then grab it and then pull it through that hole. Ooh, what? That hole you just made. Then you have your magic loop. This one's super big because I was trying to show you guys how to hold it. I normally make it smaller than that. So actually I might do that now that I don't have to go so slow to show you guys. So I go ahead and do this. Under, over, through. So now what we're going to do is made our magic ring, and we're going to single crochet in this ring. So we're first going to chain one, and then we're going to single crochet 5 in our ring. Okay, so oh, here comes Passion. No. No. Stay over there. She's laying on the quilt and I'm doing it. Do you guys see it? It is so much fun. I'm doing an Amazon challenge for the quilt. I got everything off of Amazon to make the quilt, and I'm trying to see if I can get it done. So it's really fun. You guys are going to love it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we did our 5. Then we are going to go ahead and pull it and then slip stitch into our first stitch of our magic ring. Hold on. Okay, so we get to our first stitch. Come on. You are a delicate little one, aren't you? Okay, so at the slip stitch, you just pull it through and then pull it through again. So there's our little tiny magic ring. Whoa! Not focusing, it's focusing on my iron ball again. I'm gonna move it out of the way so it focuses on this. Okay, so we have our magic ring. Now we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to slip stitch into the next stitch. Okay. Then we're going to single crochet into the next chain. Okay. Then we're going to join it with a slip stitch into the next one. Okay. Then we're going to do the same thing again where we chain 3, 2, 3. We're going to slip stitch. Okay. And then single crochet. Slip stitch. And then we gotta continue to do this until we have 5 points. So once we have the 5 points, I will show you, and then we're gonna make 2 of these. So I will meet you back there. Okay, so now that we've finished our tiny little stars, we have 2 of them done. Now we're going to go ahead and actually sew them to the top of our bookmark. What I've decided is I'm going to leave this part at the bottom since it has that extra color that I wanted. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the stars at the top where there's only 2 colors. I like to kind of just like, let me move this closer to you guys. I like to position them so that way they are slightly where it's like what? Instead of straight across, right? So there's kind of like I don't know, a bend in them. So what I'm gonna do is get my thread and my favorite tapestry needle. Just gonna close it. Oh my gosh, I think I hear my dog. Gosh, I have to get that. This has been like one animal after another. And then better go figure it out. Okay, oh my goodness, how many times am I going to have to stop recording to go deal with my animal? Okay, so I'm gonna come up from the back end of my there we go. And then just start to sew it in. Now, with the yarn that I chose, since it's so multicolored, you don't have to really worry about like, oh gosh, now it's dark and it's gonna show. Like, it is what it is, right? When you pick multicolored thread. But if you wanted to do a more solid star with maybe orange and yellow or something like that, then just make sure that your yarn is that color as well. But I kind of just wanted some fun colors. You'll notice that most of my crochet work, well actually most of my sewing of any kind, I really like playing with color. Now that's because I think in my real life I like sticking with more neutral colors, like the clothing that I wear. My like home aesthetic is really more neutral, so I feel like when I'm doing something creative like sewing, I have fun with the color. And I've been noticing that I tend to gravitate toward like the multicolored yarns when I'm at a craft store versus just a solid color. Okay, so now I'm going to get my other star and also sew it on. And like there's really no rhyme or reason. That's the whole fun about this one. It's just like chuck it on wherever you think it looks nice, and no one's gonna say otherwise. Oh no, let's not pull that one through though. So just hand sew it on. You can also crochet it on if you don't like to hand stitch, but this one I like to hand sew it on. Oh, look who's making his appearance. Please don't knock my camera over. We talked about this. Let's make sure that I'm not pulling too tight where it starts to curl. So just every once in a while, check it and make sure that it's looking good. Just keep sewing it up. Then another really great tip is oh my gosh, another really great tip is, for instance, like I said, this yarn is a different color than the rest of my stars. If that's gonna bother you, you can hand stitch around the entire star with this darker purple, so that way it looks like that's what you had planned. So let me actually show you. I wasn't planning on doing it, but now that we're here and doing it, like, why not? I'm trying just to focus on it. I'll show you better when we finish it, but basically, just go randomly around your stars with this darker color, if you have a multicolored yarn, to kind of just like fill it in, right? It's like, there are no rules. We are allowed to get crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna go in right here. And then, I'm getting tangled underneath it. I'm going to actually start to weave my way over to back to this first one, because we weren't initially going to hand sew over everything, but now that we are, I'm going to work my way back over here to finish up what we're doing. Just going around. Making it our way around. You're going to see it actually looks super cool with this dark red. I almost suggest that you do a multicolored, and then if you are comfortable with hand sewing and randomly doing patches of different colors, I suggest you do it, because you know what? This is looking really fun. I'm so sorry that a lot of this video came out really bumpy. Cashew definitely made his appearance in this video. We knocked it over quite a few times, so I apologize for that. Okay, so we went ahead and we added in the dark around. That's actually really fun. So now what you want to do is go ahead and tie off your ends and then weave them in. So if you look at the back side of it, you can kind of weave in and then do your knot. Weave it in. And then we're going to do that on the other side as well. And then we'll meet back here. Okay, so here it is. It's in a book. And if we open our book, here's our cute little bookmark. It's adorable. I love it. It's so fun. It's so quick. It's so easy. And you can have fun with all the colors. You can make the stars different colors. You can make the bookmark part different colors. You could do one solid color. You can have a blast with it. Like I said, they're great gifts. If you're going to give a book or a notebook and you can give it with it, your child can use it at school, homework, etc. All the goodies. Thank you so much for joining me. I have so many more videos on the docket. Like I said, I'm working on a coat right now and tons of other sewing and crocheting stuff that I really think you guys are going to enjoy. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. See you later. Cashew says goodbye.